Charles, I want you to define in maybe 3 to 5 words. Okay, so that's probably not a definition, but just try and come up with 3 to 5 words that describe how a sovereign man treats his wife, or what
Mm.
expectations does he have for his wife.
Oh boy. So this is such a weird dichotomy. 3 to 5 words is going to be so tough, Tony, because it's more for me. It's more of a principle. It's more of a principle than you might think. But we'll get into it. Okay, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. So,
Mhm.
how I describe the wife of a sovereign man. Okay, uh, dependable, responsible, supportive, encouraging, appreciative. Right?
Cool.
And
All right.
and this is based around what does the feminine want? The feminine wants safety and security. What does the masculine want? The masculine wants peace and appreciation. So, if you want to be a sovereign man, your work and your fight is to create peace and then to be appreciated, right? And so, if you want to be a partner of a sovereign man, you need to bring peace. Uh, you and I have probably had this conversation before, but I'll tell you what, every single solitary one of my male clients wants peace, wants
I
peace.
th-
He
I
might
mean,
describe
doesn't
it ever so
every
slightly.
single human being want peace?
Yes, every single human being wants peace, but it's specifically the masculine within us that strives for that peace.
Okay, I
Because
want to I
the
want to
feminine, yeah.
I want to cut you there with and memorize those 5 words, and then we can come back to them after I show you this clip.
Oh boy.
Her job is to make you happy. Her job is to make herself look good. Her job is to work out for your benefit. Blah, 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 blah. It is actually just misogyny.
Do you think a woman looking good has no benefit at all to her?
Of course it does.
Okay, so it's not for my benefit, then, is it? I think a man should provide for a woman financially, completely and utterly. If she wants to work, if my partner were to say to me right now, I really feel like getting a job that would make me happy, then I'll say work. But she doesn't have to. Her job.
I'm gonna cut him there. What do you think about that one statement?
I think in general, he reduces women to. I mean, he really does believe that women are subhuman. That he really does treat women like they are second class citizens, and that is not. Listen, we'll this is a prickly subject, and I have no problem. I'm not going to shy away from this at all. But he is fundamentally afraid of women. I will tell you right now, he is scared to death of women. All this bravado and all this, I'm going to do this. He wants a subservient, quiet, silent little person who worships him, and that's all fear-based bullshit.
But I want to go back to the first word that you said, that which was dependable. Doesn't that sort of go hand by hand with what Andrew Tate was saying here? Like, okay, I don't want my woman to work. I want her to be dependent on me.
No, I didn't say dependent. I said
Oh,
dependable.
okay, gotcha.
Right?
Maybe okay.
Right. I don't want her to be dependent. No, not at all. Can she count on me? Absolutely. Why? Because her feminine is seeking safety and security. So she should be able to depend on me to provide a safe and secure environment for us and for our family. But that
Hmm,
doesn't make her dependent. Yeah.
gotcha. Okay, I got those 2 words mixed up. All right, let's keep on watching it because there's more.
Job is looking after the children, looking after me, and being as happy as possible. I am a man, my life is stressful, my life is pain. I go to jail, I suffer, I have to deal with making money. I have constant endless headache. I do all of that so I can give you everything, but then I get to have you. Your job is to be here. I want you to smile. I want you to look your best and feel your best all of the time. Now, I go through so much pain so that we can be financially secure. So I hope the woman I care about does not have to work a job. If that makes me a bad person, then so be it. Because all I'm saying is I want to take care of her in every single realm. I take care of her physical safety. I take care of her financial security. That is my job as a man.
Thoughts?
I mean, there's some overlap in that, right? Andrew and I have a little bit of a Venn diagram where we overlap a little bit. It's not because he has a penis that he has to do those things. This is about energy. This is about energy in a relationship, and so relationships are complicated. It's a 3-body problem. So there's one member who has a masculine and feminine balance. There's another member who has a masculine and feminine balance. And then the relationship has a masculine and feminine balance. And I am not going to get into multi-partner relationships because that gets more complicated exponentially. So I'm not even going to talk about those. But you have to recognize that, and let's just assume a standard heterosexual relationship. There's a man with a masculine and feminine balance within himself, and a woman with a masculine and feminine balance within herself. And then the relationship, who's taking the masculine lead, who's taking the feminine lead. So in order to balance all three of those, oh my gosh, I do believe that it is the masculine's pursuit, the drive of the masculine is to do, as kind of Andrew said, which is, hey, I have to provide, the masculine drive is to provide a safe and secure environment. Okay. And that's multifaceted. He talks about physical safety and he talks about financial safety because that's about the size of his vision for the world. But we also have to provide emotional safety. And what scares me about what he's talking about is that he expects a certain performance from his partner. What he was talking about was extremely performative. Smile all the time, be happy all the time. Holy
Be
shit.
pretty all the time.
You can't expect any human to be like that who isn't medicated. Like our relationship, our emotions go all over the place. So if you want a Stepford wife, go to Japan, go to China. They're making really great AI bots right now and program her to be that way. But if you want an actual no shit partner who contributes to your life and makes your life better for living it, you better open up your field of vision a little bit and recognize that your partner's going to have good days and bad days. And if you really want to be the man that you say you are, then you accept those bad days and those good days, and you maintain a safe environment for her to have those moments where she doesn't feel like smiling. She doesn't feel like laughing. She doesn't think that your decision was the right decision. You have to be willing to take that and stick to your guns.
I also found it a little funny when I was first watching this clip that he also sort of paints this surreal picture in a way where, oh, we as the men are the ones suffering. I mean, we're the ones who go to jail. Like, I don't know about you, Charles, but I'm nowhere near close to going to jail. Yes, I had good days and bad days, but it's like he paints this picture to justify him controlling his woman, in essence, which is kind of like really...
Again, I mean, in general, so much of his language is fear-based. Like his entire ideology is based in avoiding fear. That man is not embracing abundance. He does not see love and abundance when he opens his eyes every day. He sees fear. He is fearful and he is avoidant of everything. So when he talks about all of our suffering and all of our pain, dude, what? Like, if that's what you see, that's what you're gonna see, right? Tony Robbins has a famous exercise, right? Where he says, hey, I'm going to give you 15 seconds. Look around your room. I want you to notice everything that's blue. Ready? Go. Okay, time's up. Now close your eyes and tell me everything that was red. And everybody goes, well, wait a minute. I didn't see anything red. I wasn't looking for red. You told me to look for blue. Yup. That's what we do to our brains every day when we wake up. We either say, this is going to be great. I'm going to do my very best. I'm going to have my challenges, but man, I'm just happy to be alive. I'm so appreciative of the people in my life. And then guess what you see? You see everything that's going right for you that day. You see all the people that support you and love you and appreciate you. If you wake up every morning as Andrew Tate, you see, I got to suffer. I got to grind. Today's going to try to kill me. I got all these people coming at me. I'm going to jail. Guess what you're going to see? You're going to see nothing but pain and adversity and resistance. That's the lens that he chooses to see the world. And now he's dragging some poor woman with him saying, my life is absolute misery and pain and suffering, and it is your responsibility to make me happy and to bring and just smile around me and be appreciative of everything I do for you, because look at everything I do for you. Boy, do you even deserve everything I'm doing for? What the hell, man? Like nobody owes anybody anything. So that's just how every time I hear that guy talk, I feel so sorry for him because he is just pain and suffering and fear and avoidance and scarcity.
And yet, he somehow wants to paint this picture of himself as being a boxer, being a tough guy. I mean, he's, you know,
Well, no, that's part of the persona, Tony. That's part of the persona. Don't challenge me. Don't challenge me, right? I mean, honestly, it's a bully. It's a bully mentality, right? Which is I'm so afraid that I'm going to be the one that initiates. And that way it makes it look like I'm not afraid of being hit. So I'm going to get in the ring on purpose. And I'm going to be the one who's hitting. And I'm going to do all this suffering and all this pain. Dude, all of that is all fear-based mentality. And it's all trying to overcome that he is just scared to death inside.
I get behind every single word that came out of your mouth, Charles. So I think it's a great place for us to wrap it up. Appreciate you, man. Thanks.
Yeah, sure.